Hi everyone, Aldbar here. This is my solo walkthrough and guide to the level 5 heroic quest, Brood of Flame, also known as the Fire Caves Part 2, on the Elite difficulty. Enjoy. Hi everyone, Warjack here. This quest is located in Three-Barrel Cove and it is right off the harbor, or you can access it through your guild airship. This is part 2 in a mini chain known as the Fire Caves. So to complete part 1 is not really mandatory because you can red door it, I believe, but typically both quests would be run in sequence. You would run one, come back out, and run the second one. So now we're doing the second one. If you haven't seen the first video, you can check it out, but they're not dependent one on each other. Over here we have a guide. Talking to him, you can just ask him to send you to the Fire Caves, and since you've already completed the first quest, you've already been to that location and shouldn't have any problem being sent directly there.
Heat and steam rise from the cave entrance before you.
This is the same map as the previous version, but the layout hasn't changed, but the monsters have. So, and also the goals have changed.
Before, the caves were merely hot. Now they are sweltering. The air itself seems on the verge
just
of
like
catching
before, make
fire.
sure you've got fire resistance, and that should take care of most of your problems.
The voices of the ogres are silenced. But now there is something even more ominous. An old and mighty anger you can feel through the door.
This quest is basically a reskin, if you would like to call, of the other version of it. It's the same layout, so the only thing was different is the monsters, but depending on what your build is capable of, you might find this easier or harder, depending on what methods you have of dealing with monsters. Here we've got this door. It's got 2 runes that need to be pulled. I pulled the first one. Now I'm going to pull the second one. But first, I'm going to take this little path and get some extra optionals. There's a collectible halfway through the path, and if you walk all the way to the end, you'll find a extra collectible and a chest. So, free loot. We even got some kind of ruby or something. This is really tricky over here. It's best if you can just push up against a wall and just step up, rather than jump and hit your head and fall back. This right over here is probably where you're going to have the most trouble and keep on falling backwards. Yeah, so we came on one bridge, we're going to cross another one.
The grinding of stones and the crackle of flame fill the air. In the haze, things seem to move that have no right to.
This time around, our main goal, or the quest goal really is, 1, killing the Mephits, 2, destroying these fire elementals. We've got 3 fire elementals we need to kill, and a whole pack of Mephits. So that's our main goal. Also, there's technical goals like opening up the door, so you're going to have to pull levers, just like before. Here again, walk up against the stairs. If you jump, you're probably going to fall off. You can jump from here to the ledge over there if you got a high jump, but you don't need to, you just walk around. Where before there was an altar over here, there's no altar now, so you don't really have to come up this high. Just pull the switch and kill the fire elemental and move on your way. Here we're going to drop down. Here we've got ourselves a shrine if you want it. Yep. And I'm very glad they don't lock the door. But it's a cool shrine room, I'll tell you that. It's unique. I don't think there's another one who looks similar to that in all of DDO.
Another elemental lurks
Here we get our
ahead,
second fire
watching
elemental.
you with eyes that smolder like dying
Anyone who's
stars.
watched the first video will know that there was a fire elemental here the first time also. But the first time, he wasn't part of the objective. It was just a fire elemental that you killed. Unlike now, where killing him is part of the quest objective. Also, you have to kill these methods. That's part of the quest objective again.
Again, you have triumphed over the elementals Make Murug summoned. Only one
So here we got
remains
ourselves
in the
two
depths
switches.
of the
This will open
caves.
up the door back in the hallway where we came from. And this is mandatory if you want to move on. Before we go though, I'm going to walk down to this end of this alley. There's nothing here, but right behind this wall is a extra chest. Do some running buff. If you cast buffs mid-air, it won't slow you down. But it won't slow you down as much as if you would start casting them while you're on the floor. In the Fire Caves Part 1, you fight some ogres. So you have some kind of like fleshy monsters, also some oozes. This version of the quest, everything's fire monsters. This door is locked, so I'm going to use a bell of opening just to show you what's inside. It's not a quest objective or anything. It's just another small room with a shrine. So if you haven't already, please hit like and subscribe. Thank you. I'm going to take the right turn and go down first. This is my preferred method of doing this quest. Here we've got a hallway, and all the way at the end will be the third fire elemental. And killing him will technically finish our quest. We've already completed the objective of killing the methods. But I don't want the quest to end yet. So rather than walking up to the end, I'm going to backtrack. The reason I'm doing it like this is because I like to get all the kills for the maximum XP. As you can see, there's more methods in the quest than is necessary for the quest objective. Here, we need to get across if we want some of these collectibles, but this is all not necessary for this version of the quest. However, just like in the previous version, you still get a chest if you come over here. You don't have to kill a boss for it though. Okay. Over here, there's an option to climb up to the left. If you haven't seen what this is, so this might be a big surprise for you. But this quest actually has a official exit to it. The reason I'm climbing up over here is not because of the exit, but there's also a collectible, so that's what that is. Yeah, and if you just walk this straight over there, this is the quest exit. But we haven't finished yet, so. Let's drop down, and we're gonna land right at the end of the passageway where we skipped before. That's where the last fire elemental will spawn as soon as we get there. So,
Waves of baking heat
walking
wash
up to his location will spawn him.
The heat so pure it seems almost physical. The last elemental awaits. All over the fire
Yeah,
caves,
that's it. There we go.
Its voices cry out in despair. The elementals are slain.
Got ourselves our
one
conquest
and all.
and our ransack, and we can head out. Overall, this is a very easy quest, straightforward, and it's very good XP per minute.
Heat and steam rise from the cave entrance before
I mean, it's
you.
even better XP per minute if you don't muck around and backtrack and do all different little silly things that you wouldn't do unless you're recording a video, but yeah. Well, completing this second quest, you are completing officially this mini chain, and now you get a reward. Previously, you didn't get a reward. Yeah, so, well, I guess the quest is done now. Well, if you've enjoyed this video, please hit like and subscribe. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope to see you all in my next video. Bye.